What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Are you in the mood for some high school fun? We know that COVID-19 pandemic has completely ruined high school life and all the parties that come with it. So we've decided to make a list of some of the best movies out there. If we can't go to high school, at least we can talk about it. So here are the 10 best teen high school movies in 2020. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10, Candy Jar. Lona and Bennett are two high school kids that are part of the debate club in the school. It seems like they're the best of them all, since these two use every opportunity they get to debate and disagree with one another on every subject known to man. But not everything is as it seems on the outside. Both of them are looking to get into an Ivy League school, and the way to do that is through winning the debate tournament. Even their mothers are dragged into this competitive battle of the spoken word. But you know what usually happens between teenagers who are spending a lot of time together, right? That's what happens to these guys, especially when they start smashing that like button if you haven't done so already. But no, that's what happens when they're getting to know each other. Okay, let's not give everything out. You'll have to watch this movie to find out how this storyline ends.
Any questions?
How's Princeton?
It's going great. Thanks, Lona. How are you?
I'm just glad you're judging and not sitting over there.
Number 9, Dude. Want to see what a true teenage drama looks like? This group of 4 girlfriends will tell you exactly what it looks like. Now, because of all the stuff that's going on, this movie is not as innocent as our previous pick, but that's what makes it great. All the swearing, the pot smoking, the underage drinking, and the problems that come into their lives will show you just how dangerous teenage life can be. And that's not where the drama ends. For every innocent prom problem that arises, there's another kill, suicide, divorce, and practically anything the writers could throw at them. It shows you what kids actually have to deal with nowadays on top of their quote-unquote school activities. And it's precisely these problems that lead children to grow up quickly to hate the world. And the paradox lies in their inability to mature, thanks to a system that teaches them to only grow up ASAP. Number 8, The Half of It. This movie is about the classic story of a football jock who falls in love with one of the best-looking girls in the class. Or is it? It certainly starts that way. Paul wants to get Aster to fall in love with him, so he hires the Ellie Chu, who has a way with words. Now, Ellie has been writing essays for students, and in return, they give her money. She uses that money to pay the bills at home and take care of her widowed father. But once she's introduced to Aster, it stops being about the money. She is determined to help Paul woo Aster, but then again, things are not as easy as they seem. Ellie falls in love with Paul? No, it's not Paul, it's Aster, the girl she helped Paul fall in love with. Ellie and Paul become close friends and they deal with this problematic love triangle that they didn't foresee. This movie is a Netflix original, and it sure offers a new twist on the usual teenage romantic dramas that we're used to seeing. A definite must-see.
I overheard Trig talking to my dad about our future wedding. He hasn't even asked me yet, but...
Number 7, The After Party. Owen is chasing his dream of becoming a world-famous rapper, and his friend Jeff is there to support him every step of the way. And this movie is all about the hard life of an aspiring star who wants to break through. The movie starts with Owen and Jeff following a person they think is Ramel, but it turns out it's just his intern, Bernard. Owen needs every push he can get, and he strikes a deal with Bernard to bring Ramel to their next big gig. Instead of Ramel, Bernard brings Wiz Khalifa. Owen and Jeff are stoked, and a few moments they become stoned with the rapper. This leads Owen to vomit on the stage, and the whole internet starts calling him Seizure Boy. Determined to give it one last try before joining the army, Jeff and Owen team up to throw the mother of all parties, where they hope a famous record producer will attend and Owen will get signed. If you want to know what happens in the end, we suggest you start watching the movie.
Ramel, sir? I understand this is a bit unorthodox, but my guy O here is the hottest rapper in the streets without a record deal. So hold on to that seat, because he's about to drop some shit.
Number 6, STARGIRL. This is one of those classic stories of a guy whose life is about to be changed by one girl. She's called STARGIRL, and Leo falls madly in love with her from the day he laid eyes on her. You see, what had happened was Leo lost his father. He and his mother moved to a different town where the boys were making fun of him for dressing a certain way. So, Leo decided to retire all of his bright-colored clothes and try to quote-unquote blend in. He began dressing up like all the other boys in his class, that is, until STARGIRL came to town. From the first time he saw her wearing those colorful clothes, he instantly fell in love with her, but he wasn't sure if she loved him back. And if you want to find out whether she does or doesn't, then this 2020 movie is a definite must-watch. #5 Reality High. What happens when you cross an overachieving high schooler with straight A's and a society that only values social status and social media popularity? You get a girl that loses herself in the noise and almost destroys everything she has loved while she was just a nerd. Being one of the nerds in the school, Danny Barnes has only one friend, and that's Freddie Myers. However, she didn't want to be the nice girl anymore, and she started dressing up like the people she initially considered shallow, considered only with their physical appearance and nothing more. Becoming someone she's not did help her to attract the attention of one guy she likes, but this meant she would be losing one of her friends in the process. The entire story is just too great for us to talk about here, so we hope you decide to watch this movie for yourself. #4 To All the Boys I Loved Before, 1 and 2. Laura Jean is a shy high school girl that doesn't have too many friends. However, she does have a lot of crushes, and she only writes about them in love letters. Now, the tricky part comes when all of those 5 love letters she's written gets mailed to the boys that she loves. In other words, let the fun begin. You see, one of the 5 guys Laura has a crush on is her sister's current boyfriend, and even though she didn't allow anyone to find out about this, her sister, on the other hand, mailed the letters. And to prevent Josh from finding out, she pretends to be in love with Peter, the most popular guy in school. Peter also likes this arrangement as he wants to make his ex-girlfriend jealous. But what started as a pact ended up as a classic love story. Oh, and there's a sequel to the first movie, so yeah.
Stop. I am not the only guy that got a letter. Wow, you really think that you're special, and then you find out that she wrote love letters to 2 guys.
#3 Alex Strangelove. This movie has been a Netflix favorite for quite some time, and there is a good reason for it. You see, Alex Truelove is a high school teenager that is one of the nice guys in the school. He has a 4.0 GPA, he's the student body president, and he has a girlfriend. Seems like the perfect life, doesn't it? But something is going to change him. In the movie, you will see Alex start exploring his sexuality, and he's going to finally have an answer to the question as to why he didn't want to sleep with his girlfriend for 8 months. The answer is not that surprising, and with his newly discovered homosexuality, a completely new world has just opened up to him, a world he didn't even know existed before. #2 Sierra Burgess is a loser. If you liked Peter from To All the Boys I Loved Before, then he's back, and he's hotter than ever. But this time, the girl he falls in love with is Sierra Burgess. Sierra doesn't really fit the type of most popular girl in high school. However, she did manage to land the most popular guy in school. How? Well, he texted Sierra thinking that she's Veronica, the most popular girl in the school. While some call this illegal, it's a story which shows you how people can be attractive on the inside when you give them a chance. And Jamie found this out the hard way. #1 The Kissing Booth, 1 and 2. This is one of those movies that is pretty damn popular on Netflix at the moment. It's a story about 2 friends, a boy and a girl, Elle and Lee, who have a specific set of rules they have to go by. One of those rules is for Elle never to date Noah, Lee's brother. But as they say, rules were meant to be broken, and Elle and Noah's love story has become somewhat of a classic. They start dating, they have their problems, and to find out if they ever solve these problems, there's actually a second part to this movie. And the third is actually in the making, so you'll have the entire story at your fingertips in just a few months. Better start binging these first 2. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, which of these movies actually made it to your bucket list? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.